Hi, this is Mike and Jet from Tracer. You're watching Rocknlive. I decided that I might try and do something a bit different with the album and you know, see if I could do like a bit of a concept album like they used to do in the old days. And I've been playing around with a nylon string guitar and playing some flamenco and Mexican sort of stuff after watching the movie Desperado, and I sort of stumbled across playing the same thing that they were playing in the movie. I thought, oh, maybe I can make a song out of this, and then it became, well, maybe I could make a couple of songs about this, and maybe I can write songs that follow the storyline of Desperado. So we thought, you know, let's see how far we can push it and see if we can get this whole Mexican south of the border feel into the music that we already have, like the rock music, and do a concept album based upon the Desperado movie. And El Pistolero is what came out of it. Late last year, with a guy called Kevin Shirley, who's of course famous for Aerosmith, Iron Maiden, Joe Bonamassa, Black Country Communion, and it was done in a place called Revolver Studios in LA, and it was the first time in America as well, and he was very gentle on us, and he was awesome actually, Kevin. And we went in there. It was just Dre and myself. Jet hadn't joined the band just yet, and yeah, it was a fun experience, and the record came out pretty good. I saw the devil on the closer, with a pistol in each hand, a bullet in his heart. The lights dimmed for him as he moved in the dark. No, it's pretty standard. The biggest difference between this album and our last album was that we had Kevin on board being a producer. We never worked with another guy before, and we couldn't believe the speed that he worked in. Like, he would come in and say, okay, play me the song. We'd play him the song. He'd say, we should change this, we should try this, we should do that. And then we go, oh, I kind of like this. He goes, yeah, cool, let's track it. I'm like, oh shit, okay, cool, no worries. And it was basically like that for the whole time we were there, and we got drums, guitar, bass, vocals, all done for the whole entire album, plus 2 bonus tracks in 6 days, and that is just an epically fast speed to work at. But I think in doing so, he captured this sort of live energy that had been lacking from our previous album, so there was method to his madness. And his shoes, and his clothes, and his out of control, taking back what is low. Man, they got pistol. I've got a couple of custom guitars now. One's a baritone guitar, and my dad made the body, and I got a luthier to make the neck, so it's really long neck, and it's sort of in between a guitar and a bass. And that features on quite a few songs on this album. So that was pretty cool. And I've also got a custom amplifier that was based on an old Ampeg VT40. And that gives, between those two things, that sort of gives me the guitar sound that you hear on the album. We actually used a session bass player who used, I've got no idea what kind of bass. Dre uses Pearl drums and Zildjian cymbals, and I'm pretty sure for the majority of that album he used a Dennis Chambers snare. And as far as all the other stuff that the engineer put on, like microphones and compressors and all that sort of stuff, I've got no idea. We just sort of backed away from this one and said, you guys are the professionals, you know, you guys go for it. Whereas in earlier recordings we'd be stressing over what kind of mic we use, what kind of signal chain, and this time we just thought we'd leave it to the guy that's earning $100,000 a minute. The cover was something that I had in mind for quite a long time, and it was something that I put together myself. I can't really draw fantastic, but I put that together and with the skull and the roses and the two pistols, and I gave it to an artist friend of mine who did the drawing for it. And basically the whole idea behind that and the artwork inside the album was to have like a sort of life and death type thing, which is basically what the Desperado movie is about. You know, it's a guy seeking revenge for the death of his wife, the murder of his wife. And I thought it'd be interesting to sort of, you know, use that in the artwork as well as in the songwriting, because we go from, you know, light and shade, you know, soft and quiet, very reverbed parts to very dry parts and that sort of thing. And so it's got like this ongoing meaning that runs through the artwork, the songs, and the storyline. I've never seen anything like it before. Guitar kings just found with his weapons of war. You want to handle this one? I feel like
Sure. I guess we all have our own little rituals or routines.
Sacrificing small child.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't say that.
There's some very sort of basic, boring stuff, like certain, I drink particular tea or whatever. We all jump around quite a bit. We have a bit of a cuddle.
Yeah, of course. Spread the love.
Yeah.
It is Paris after all.
Yeah, exactly. City of love, you know. Then we'll be there, sort of holding each other, looking out over the horizon.
Yeah, stroking each other's hair ever so gently. I just warm up my voice, and that's about it. I had this thing that I used to get nervous at a certain point, and I always used to do it, and it used to be in the form of like a really brutal cough. So I'd be going, da, 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 da. Oh yeah, and then I was done. And that was as much nerves as ever happened. And
it all came out in that one.
In a cough. It's really bizarre. But nowadays it's, you know, I pace a lot. You know, I do it without noticing. I just walk up and down and just think about what I'm going to do on the stage and that sort of thing. And that's about it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We'll see you very soon. We're coming back again in October, and we'll be playing more shows in France, and that's with the band called The Answer. Yeah, and keep coming up to us and saying hello. We're friendly. We won't bite much, and hard. And we usually go out for a beer while we're in Paris. So if you're around the place,
if you know anywhere good to go,
yeah,
take us there.
Take us out.